Okay, so it's Sapienza time, and yep, we've got another clip from Fiberwire Only, so we've got plenty of these to come, but we've also got the 3-hour video. If you haven't seen that, I'll leave a card in the top right corner of the screen. Go check it out, grab some popcorn, because you're going to have a long viewing time for it. Anyway, with Sapienza, the kills are pretty bog standard, nothing too fancy, but I did try and alter my method for getting in and out of the rooms. So, for this purpose, I've smuggled in the Karma in the safe house, so that's where we're heading. With all these routes, I did start at the default starting location, and I'll admit for the majority I did use the Karma, just because, if anything, when I was recording it had just really been reworked to do accidental knockouts, so it seemed like a clever way of just doing it, but equally, maybe I could have avoided using it on a few of them. I'll let you judge on these cases. So, as you can see, I get the Karma. I don't really need the briefcase at this point, so I'll leave it there. What we're going to do is we're going to sneak in the mansion, but we're going to do it by going through the water fountain, so you can just run through this point. There's no one who's really going to see you. There's a bit of suspicion there, but nothing to worry about too much. So, climb through the little hole thing, don't even know what you call it really, and we're just going to sneak past the Mario brother. I don't know which one that is. Is it the red one or the green one? I don't know. The green one, I think. Anyway, we're going to go upstairs and we're going to go through the door just on the right. So, as you can see, well, it's the door on the left now. Here we go. So, up the stairs we go. We're going to have to sneak past a few people. So, I'm going to use gunshot distractions to just move them out of the way. So, at this door here, we've got a maid and I think it's another maid. I don't know. But they're both in the way. So, the idea is we're going to fire a pistol shot off. It's with the silver ball, I think. So, the idea is loud enough. Spooks them, gets them out of the room, and we're going to do the same thing here because there's going to be a maid or someone here, so same idea, just out of sight, a couple of shots, spook her, run past her. Nothing to worry about, because you spooked them, they won't get suspicious when you run past them. Now at this point, I was a little bit speedy, but I don't regret it. There's a camera in this vicinity, and I was lucky. I didn't get caught doing it, but I think it's because at the time I'd been through the area that many times, I sort of had a rough idea where the camera was. But if I was you, I would use instinct, just try and look at the camera, or I think since the last update they've actually shown the outline of the camera on the floor, so if that's the case, just use that. Anyway, this is where the Silvio kill will be, no big surprises there, so we're going to do Francesca first, so take this camera out here. And we're going to take the one out downstairs, just so that when we've done with the kills, we aren't going to forget that and the heat of the moment. So, bang, that's done. Don't go all the way around the corner, or for obvious reasons you will get caught, and this route is ruined. That's quite hard to say fast. So, at this point, we're going to go up the pole. The trouble is, we've got the two guards there. Now, my idea here was to try and keep them away from the pole, because they're a bit of a pain, aren't they? I mean, I don't know about anyone else, but my preference for these two would be to use the Karma on them. However, I use the Karma on another guard. I think I actually use it for the two guards downstairs now I'm thinking about it. So, yeah, really I could do with more knockouts, to be frank, but I think if they altered the fire extinguisher, I'd use that method on these, because it'd be a perfect way of just knocking them both out when they're grouped together just up there. Either way, they're just a pain as things stand, so that's another thing I just wish I'd worked on, because at this point I was thinking, right, can I do something down here to begin with? Should I get Silvio out the way? And then you go back up and you think, no, they're probably in different positions in the route now, so these two really held me up. And the thing is, this wasn't the first time I tried this route either. I was on attempt 3, 4, whatever at this point, so it wasn't as if I didn't know that these were a problem, but I was just struggling to come out with a good solution for it. So, really I could have found a better way of dealing with it, but I'm not too fussed how it ended up either, because it still works. Water was right there, otherwise that guy will see, as you can see, he did get a bit curious, so you don't want him getting too curious, because even though it's not easy for him, he does come downstairs. So last thing you want is him coming down, and just as you're leaving after Francesca's dead, you've got a guy there waiting for you. So yeah, make sure he doesn't see you. So at this point Francesca isn't in the room if I'm right, so we're just going to chill and wait for her. So what I'll do is I'm going to skip ahead in the recording, just because there's no point me waffling on while waiting for her. So I will see you in about 10-15 seconds. Okay, so we're getting to about the time now where Francesca's just going to stand behind the desk. when she does, her bodyguard goes to the far side of the room and turns around so we can't see her. At this point, we fiberwire. Now, anyone who's played Sapienza, they probably know how to do this, so this is not revolutionary, this is just guidance for anyone who hasn't played Sapienza and is just looking for a way to do it. So it's probably the simplest way to fiberwire any target in the game. So yep, fiberwire, dump her in the crate that's conveniently behind her, and I would grab the key card because it's going to be harder if you don't grab that. And yeah, exit. So that is not Sapienza done, I think that was me wishful thinking then. That is Francesca done. I was checking for the guard up there because I thought he could be standing up there, so yeah, as you can see, he's there. He was like, peekaboo, are you there? Hey, come on, move. There we go. So yeah, you have to be a bit careful with them. Same with the two down here, to be fair. There can be pains between them. I think I was actually tempted to get the camera out then and just go poof, poof, but no point really, is there? I even tried that, seeing if a gunshot would sort of send him that way, but this guy was just not having any of it, to be fair. I mean, I even tried shooting there, and yeah, he was just like, eh. So yeah, this guy was a bit annoying, shall we call it. I mean, I think if I did even shot up here, he would have ignored it. It'd have been like, that's someone else's problem. So yeah, I just had to wait for the cycle to go for him to move past. As you can see, he's walking. I've walked through this area, then I'm free. So going down the stairs, we're going to put the tape in the cassette player, and that will get Silvio into his cycle for his kill. Now, I do wish again there was a more interesting way of taking him out. I mean, I could have done the spaghetti, I could have done a lot of kills, but in the end this just seemed the most convenient. So yeah, sorry it wasn't the most creative, but what we're going to do is we're going to wait again. So I'm going to skip ahead in the recording until Silvio's in the room with his bodyguards, and I will be back in again about 15-20 seconds. Okay, so Silvio's in the room, and as you can see the bodyguards are just moving over to the right hand side. So we have got to wait a bit, unfortunately. We can't just go volley it on and run in there, but they are in a good position. This is where things do get interesting, because I use the karma on the two bodyguards just overlooking the laboratory area. So if you didn't want to use the karma on those two, because I used it for convenience with them two, but if you wanted to use it on the two guards Silvio, it would be a very quick way of getting in there and taking him out. So again, you have plenty of choices, but personally I didn't want to go that route. But if you did use a karma on the two guards Silvio, it might be a little bit quicker. But overall, it does work out well. In fact, I did tell a lie, I don't use the karma on both of them downstairs, because I use the karma on one of them here. He's a bit of a pain if you don't use it, so I thought, right, let's use the karma. It'll be a quick way of getting through the area. So what do you think? I actually like that. I think it's better than using, say, a knockout device and having to hide his body, so it does save time. If I'm right as well, the body is found. I'm sure that at some point it does say body found on this route, so yeah, we'll see. So yeah, we've got the two guards here. I'm pretty sure I used the karma on one of them, but then I'm going to obviously knock the other out with some other device or some other weapon. So let's have a look. Could have even just been a plain old knockout. So there's the karma. What have I got with me? I've got the bus. There we go. So yeah, there we go, body found. So it was a good job really I used the karma, because if I'd have dragged the body, I would have probably got out of there in time, but it would have been a close call, so yeah, it's like I say, this route did need refining. I'm not happy how it ended up, but it was good enough for the route that I was trying to do. So yeah, I've got regrets over this, let's just call it that. So both bodies are hidden. I've dumped the karma just because it's a waste of space in my inventory, and the only reason I've got the gun out is that I can climb down there. Oh, and to take out the camera. I think I might even take out the surveillance in the room, but I don't know if I did that off the top of my head. The reason why I've just taken cover here is, if I'm right, a bodyguard comes round to look at the camera. So this is basically me saying I am not getting caught by you. So I think when I thought it was safe, yeah, there we go. Use the little glitch to jump down. I don't know why it's still a glitch. I don't know why the developers haven't just made it that you can jump down, but hey ho. So I'll take out the surveillance, try and shoot to the far right so that there's less chance that the bullet impact notice or gunshot hurdle happen. I think you'd need the Kruger Meyer though to really get away with that, so I'm not too fussed. So we're going to run across this area. I also think that actually helps with this bit because they'll be too busy looking for the gunshot to actually be investigating you running across here. So personal opinion, but I'm curious what people think. Anyway, the last thing we do here is we're just going to take out the virus and we're going to use the stalactite to do it. So we've got someone looking over there and he does slow me down a little bit, but he's not too much of a pain. So he goes over towards his right or left, and as soon as he moves we're going to take the stalactite out. I'm sure there is a kill shot for it from here, but for the life of me I couldn't find it. And it annoyed me because when you know there's something you want to take the easy route, but I couldn't find it, so I'm like, okay, I'll jump up and take it there. And it's annoying because those, like that guard and his cronies, they can see you, so it's not even an easy way there. But anyway, so that's Sapienza. Let me know your thoughts, because like I say, I've got mixed feelings about it. If I could do this all again, I would try and refine the route, but what do you guys think? Leave a like if you enjoyed it, comment if you've got thoughts, subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed the video, you want to see more. Also, I haven't been getting the right everyone subscribing who watches the videos, so just hit the subscribe button if you're watching, it'd be nice. Alright, thank you very much, see you in the next video. This has been Josh, bye now everyone.